Is Sammy 2. So before we get into all today's update, here are the headlines. The video review is second test to coronavirus. Burna boy quits Twitter again. So before we get into all today's update, if you're new here, if it's your first time watching me on the YouTube channel, you're welcome. Kindly click on the red subscribe button below and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Set it to all so that you'll be notified whenever I drop another interesting video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram with the username you see on your screen right now. Follow me, I follow you to back immediately. So without wasting much of your precious time, let's get right back into the video. Nigerian music star Davido has undergone a second coronavirus test days after Governor C0r0n, who he was spotted with days ago, tested positive for the virus. Recall that singer had disclosed that he and his son tested negative for the virus, while his fiancée C0r0n tested positive upon their return from a trip abroad. Social media user, however, clamored for a second test to be conducted on the singer after Governor Makinde tested positive for the virus. Davido, who took to Twitter to share his test results, said he turned out negative after undergoing a second coronavirus test. Here is what he posted. Davido tweet readers, I did a second test for the coronavirus again. Once again, I'm negative.
I don't go walk you fire. I say, baby, baby.
The video is still negative to the virus. That's the good news from him though. So let's move to other news. Burna boy has announced that he's quitting Twitter again, hours after being dragged by social media users for being too proud and arrogant. Recall that the singer was slammed by Nigerians after saying that Ricardo Banks, who signified interest in a battle of it with him, was an unworthy challenger. Reacting to the backlash that trailed on the Twitter exchange, the singer stated that if what Nigeria Twitter said about him, he would be dead by now. Burna boy, who insists that his last tweet will his last personal tweet ever, stated that he is too real for the social media platform. His tweet read that if what Nigeria Twitter said about me had any effect on me, then I would be dead by now. There's even a Yoruba saying that translates, he who says the truth won't even find the mat to sleep on. Well, I've proved that to be wrong. You can't take anything from me. This is my last personal tweet. I might just leave this app because apparently I'm too real for it. Everyone please use this coronavirus time to really find out what your true purpose in this world is. Train your mind and body to the fullest. Get closer to the Most High and your family. Find out who is truly for you and who is really your enemy. Let's concern and confident lead you all as it has led me all my life. Peace and love. A tweet. Burna boy, always dragging his fans and his colleague in the music industry, competing and always looking for who is at the top, showing supremacy and all that. I think he just have to calm down. There's time for everybody. I think it's his own time now to shine, and he should not be stepping on people's that are below him. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Let's move to other news, guys. In June 2018, singer Davido lost his son and only child at the time, Daniel Oyebanjo 3. Daniel, who turned 1 in May of that same year, drowned in a swimming pool at the singer's Lagos home. In a post shared on his Instagram account on Saturday morning, the band said that for the first time in 21 months, which is the number of months that have gone by since losing Daniel, he slept in his room in his house. He said he thought it would be easier after many months, but the memory are so fresh. He used the post to encourage people going through any personal issue or any hardship due to the corona pandemic.
Let them know say somebody say. When they come around.
Next on the news. Earlier on, Grammy-nominated singer Burna Boy took to his Twitter account to call out another musician, C0r0n, after he revealed in an interview that he wrote 80% of Burna Boy's hit song titled On The Low. Burna Boy debunked the rumor about what C0r0n claimed and vowed to deal with him whenever he saw him. However, despite the threats, the singer still maintained that he contributed to the creation of the hit song On The Low. In a recent Instagram post, C0r0n recounted how the song came about and how much he contributed to the making and recording of the song. The C0r0n singer also questioned why there was stigma attached to the artist having their song written by others when it is a common practice with international artists. Here is what C0r0n posted on his Instagram account. As regards songwriting on the record On The Low, in August 2018, I was invited to a recording session by my label, C0r0n Records, to work on a project with another label mate to feature Burna Boy. That recording camp session lasted about 4 days. The way I work when we vibe in the studio to sound recording, I would typically get a vibe. The artist I'm working with will then vocalize it and put it on the record. This was exactly how it played out with On The Low. In fact, the sound recording for the song was made by C0r0n for another artist who at the time had not voiced. On it, I had the beat by C0r0n and vibed the intro of the song on my phone. You eye me like Choco. We went through this process and recording the song. Without a doubt, Burna Boy changed some words in the vibes I laid out for him in the studio that particular day, and there were people in the studio at that time, including my label boss. A song that you vibe about 50 to 60% of. Will you be wrong to express that you wrote it? He asks. So I'm really at loss for now how Burna Boy claimed I did not work with him on the song. There's really no shame in having songwriter with you. There are several international artists that do not even write their song at all. I wonder why it is considered a reproach to acknowledge that you got assistance in creating a piece of work. I've written songs for other artists that have gotten critical and commercial acclaim, and I have no doubt that God will enable me to do more. It is unfortunate that at the time I worked with him on those songs, I had not gotten sufficient information about legal documentation for intellectual property collaboration. A simple split sheet will undoubtedly have earned this back and forth. Furthermore, I have not had a conversation with Burna Boy since the expiration of that camp in August 2018. I have no reason whatsoever to leverage Burna Boy or his success, as I have no doubt that the passion, persistence, talent and grace that work for him to get where he is have all been made available to me by God Almighty. I have no doubt that I will fulfill destiny. I am, however, of the opinion that there are civil ways to hear grievance without resorting to name calling or threat to life and physical injury. I will notify the relevant agency to ensure that as a Nigerian citizen, threat to my life, physical injury to my person are taken with the seriousness that they deserve. Thank you, C0r0n. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Hear your opinion in the comment section. Next on the news. Nollywood actress Eniola Badmus has suggested a new name for the global pandemic deadly coronavirus disease. According to the 42 years old, since lots of billions have been donated by Nigerians, mogul business and politicians to fight the coronavirus disease, it is better to call it COVID-19 billion. In her words, she says, lately all they donate is billions. This COVID-19 now, wow. Make we just change the name to COVID-19 billion. Prior to that post, the 42 years old announced her health condition on Instagram after call out on social media for not practicing self-isolation. According to the plus-size actress, it's at day 12 of quarantine and she does not have any symptoms yet, she says. Thanks for watching, guys. Find this video interesting, please click on the red subscribe button below and subscribe and turn on the notification bell, set it to all so that you'll be notified whenever I drop another interesting video. And also, don't forget to click on the like button, share the video with your friends and family on all social media platforms. Let them to get to see the video. And if you haven't subscribed, And if you haven't followed me on Instagram, please do by using the username you see on your screen right now. Follow me. I follow you back immediately. See you guys in the next video. Stay safe. Don't go crowded place.